Good morning, everybody. So this is Vincent Price, PhD. I've been talking about getting some writing started, but I've been pushing it off. So I hadn't been doing anything. So I decided I need some accountability. So the least I could do is in these times of social distancing and staying inside is just create a live writing session so that I am forcing myself to write. And whether you want to join me in this writing is fantastic, but I have to put myself in a situation where I'm pushing myself to write. So that's what I'm going to be doing. If you have any questions, let me know. Um, I'll be happy to ask. I don't really know what I'm going to be writing, but I can feel that something's there. So uh, we'll see. This is going to be very chill. So join in, ask me a question if you have one. Tell me what you're working on. Tell me what you'd like to work on. It's the writing community. See what we can do together. Mm. I was in, what was that? When I was in 12th grade, I had an English teacher, AP English teacher, Miss Habe, and it was a small class. I think no more than 5 students in that class, um, and I was the only guy. I had gotten used to that at that point in my life, but it was at that point in my writing career, before I knew it was, a writing career, that I learned that I used a lot of words. Miss Habe often, she would refer to me as like William Faulkner, and I soon learned that that was not a good thing, because William Faulkner would write these long sentences. Sometimes a whole sentence would take up 1 page. And so by the time you get to the end of the sentence, you forgot what the whole thing is talking about. And so she challenged us to, and I also challenged myself, to limit my words. So that's what I've been doing. So as a writer, I like to edit as I go. I'm an old school pencil paper, pen paper. So as I write, I edit, I scratch things out that are unnecessary. Miss Heap also told us to try to limit how often we use the be verbs: is, am, are, was, were, be, been. And instead of those, find some stronger verbs, some action verbs. So that's what I have. I wrote originally, that image is a little much. That's what I was going to have. That image is a little much. But I decided to take that be verb out, take that is out, and transform it into that image goes a bit far. Just for the cadence, the rhythm of the sentence, I think I would a bit too far. That image goes a bit far. That image goes a bit too far. I don't know. Something about adverbs. I've started looking at different writers' quotes, and to an extent, I agree with them, saying basically that adverbs are just fluff. If you find a strong enough verb or a strong enough adjective, that should be enough. You shouldn't need an adverb to enhance what you're saying. So the towel is wet. The towel is really wet. What's the difference between the towel being wet and the towel being really wet? Is there? If it's damp, say it's damp. If it's moist, say it's moist. If it's soaked, say it's soaked. But you don't have to say it's really wet. So there are different ways of navigating around those adverbs to still get your point across. And sometimes, I think a lot of times, get your point across even better than using those adverbs. So I think I have to come back to that. those be verbs, you know, they're like the staples of everything. And it's challenging to figure out ways around them. If you can figure out a way around using a be verb like is and am and are, it's fantastic. The sentence just grows. But I'm struggling right now because you have to rework your idea, come at it from a different position. The be verbs is just bleh, straightforward. Working around that, you have to go around the back way, around the side way, pivot, come down from the ceiling. Makes it a little bit more interesting in your sentence. But the process of doing it can be a little bit more complex. Okay, here we go. Sometimes you have to shift your subject. So originally I had I'm not being cast out. So in that sentence or that section right there, I used two be verbs, am and being. I am not being cast out. So it took me some time. I wanted to keep that cast out verb or that cast out action in there. So I ended up with no one has cast me out. Okay, so that first part, I am not being cast out, that's already passive voice. Passive voice requires the use of a be verb, and in passive voice, your subject is not performing the action. So a passive voice sentence is a little bit dead. It's not really doing anything. Something is being done to it. But my reworked sentence, no one has cast me out. There are no be verbs. The subject is performing the action. No one, the subject, is doing the casting. And it's a stronger sentence and it maintains what I'm looking for. So that's fantastic. Cast me out. However, you know, it's important to remain conscious of using these adverbs. I just wrote, however, I feel a little strange. A little strange adverb adding two unnecessary words. Again, just like the previous example, is there a difference between feeling strange and feeling a little strange? You still feel strange, right? So I'm going to take that out. I feel strange. Interesting. Strange. So I'm about to wrap this up. This was just meant to test the waters, get my juices flowing. So what I wrote deals with, it wasn't planned beforehand. It wasn't planned. But what I wrote deals with my perception of myself as a teacher and as a thinker. After receiving the PhD, or even in that process of receiving the PhD, my mind went through a process of change, metamorphosis. And so in this small little paragraph that I've written in about 10 minutes or so, I talk about that shift. I'll read it for you. I can't shake it. I'm a different person, comma, a different teacher now. Something happened along the way towards my PhD. I would compare my situation to Kafka's Gregor Samsa, who woke up one morning as a human-sized beetle or cockroach, but I think that image goes a bit too far. Goes a bit far. It's an adverb. I might still rewrite that to get rid of that. Unlike the novella, no one has cast me out. However, I feel strange, metamorphosed into something I accept but need to adjust to. Now, if I look back over that, I use one be verb. That's towards the very beginning. I am a different person. But everything else is straight action verbs. Action verbs or helping verbs. That's pretty nice. I feel I feel strange. Feel is still a linking verb, but it's not a be verb, so that's fine with me. So I feel good. I feel like I no longer have that backlog of writing in my head. So I'm going to continue to do these types of things and try to post these videos. So in the least, and if you have any of you are interested in getting writing started or getting a little bit stronger with your writing, you can tune in and participate. Until next time, take care.